Hello. Welcome to today's MindSoulful Monday. Hi, I'm your host. I'm Brooke-Sidney. I'm your MindSoulful mentor, your self-love advocate, and your inner voice and soul story coach. So what that means simply is that I help you bring mindfulness into your heart and soul and love yourself so much that you love the life you are presently living. You're not waiting on tomorrow. You're not hoping for everything to change in an instant because you are loving this life right now. So today what I wanted to talk about is really about kind of life assessments and getting honest and true with ourselves about where we are in our lives, what is truly working, what's not working, like clearing out the bull, right? And just really, anchoring down into what we want and who we really are at this point. So, I don't know about you, but have you ever had that moment when you were honest and you're like, holy crap, I thought I had things figured out and I really don't. So like maybe you woke up in your 20s, maybe like mid 20s, that, quarter life crisis. Maybe you woke up at your quarter life crisis and you're like, holy shit, excuse my language, but holy crap, college was supposed to get me the job that I wanted. I'm now 25, 26, and I thought that I would have the man that I wanted or the woman that I wanted. I thought that I would be settling into this adult life. I thought I would be adulting well. I thought that I would have it all figured out, right? But somehow your life doesn't look like that, right? You are maybe, in your mid to late 20s, and you're not working in any job that is halfway resembling your degree, right? Or else you went to school for something and realized that's exactly not what you wanted to do, but you're in that career path. Or like maybe the love life, the family life that you thought, hey, I'll even be pregnant by 30. That's not happened. Or maybe you were like that 30-year-old or, that thought, I was going to be married right now with 2 kids, the picket fence. I will have achieved financial greatness or, all of those things that we had set for ourselves. And then we wake up at some point and realize my life doesn't look anything like either I thought it was going to look or my life doesn't feel. When we're honest with ourselves, our lives don't feel the way that we thought they were going to feel. I definitely woke up with that. I definitely walked into it, right? Not knowing, but like we all do. We walk into things, we do things, we have belief systems running in the background that we're not aware of. We have expectations on us, right? People, parents, well-meaning, family members, even like maybe mentors or people that you've met along the way put expectations on you that you may not have placed upon yourself, but yet you find yourself living in this world that's all about that stuff, right? And so the reason I say that is like, what do you do? What do you do when you wake up and you realize that this life I'm living is not what I wanted? When I'm able to get quiet, when I have that moment of silence, I realize like, you know what? I don't have any of this figured out. I thought I was going to have it figured out. I'm quote unquote old enough to have it figured out, but I have none of it figured out, right? What do you do then, right? What is your next step after you're honest with yourself about where you are, what you thought, and how it feels? Because so often we get in these positions and now we think, well, we were supposed to know better, so I just need to suck it up and do that and just do it. I know I have totally been in that situation where, it's like, I definitely was going down a path, and I knew that I wanted to get into the creative side. I knew that I wanted to be in journalism and media and so forth, but I was scared because I was like, you know what? I'm already a media director and like quote unquote literally making six figures, and I'm like mid to late 20s, right? And I was like, wow, can I really change course right now? Can I really do that? Will I be successful if I step outside of safe? Will I have the courage to see it through? And I remember people around me being like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you serious? You're going to go back to school? You know, you're going to be older than other people that you're in school with? And I realized that ultimately that didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me that I was different. I'm often different. You guys, I'm often different. I grew up in Colorado. I'm brown and I'm different, right? I'm 5'10". For those of you that don't know, I'm tall. So I'm used to not fitting in certain ways. I say that to say that, like, it definitely gave me pause. Like, I would be telling you a story if I said, oh, I didn't care, I was just like, whatever, la 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 la. No, that's not true. I had to get myself together and really recognize what was important to me. And if I wanted to look back on my life and realize that I sold myself out, same thing with law school. Went through, a relationship being over, like, terrible. And it was like, now or never. Do I want to look back on my life and be like, woulda, coulda, shoulda? Or do I want to look back on my life and say I grabbed the bull by the horns. I did the hard stuff. I made it through. And, I'm doing something that is important to me, that's in line with my values, and feels good. Because at the end of the day, if all that you're doing is going through the motions in life, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing that for? I don't get it. What are you doing that for? We've got this life to live. And in yogi culture, I just finished my first weekend of some specialized yogi training. They measure our lives in breaths. Like, how many breaths do you have left? Is your life that you're living right now worth the breaths that you're giving it? Is your life right now so good to you, feels so good, so much in alignment that it's worth the breaths that you have been given? That's the question I want you to ponder. Is the life that you're living worth the breaths that you've been given, right? Hard question. But if it's not, guess what? You can make a change. In the next breath, you can make a change. Because that next breath, especially if it's a conscious, present breath, you can get alignment and you can start the path to making new choices to get you to a new place. And if you don't know how, that's where I come in, right? That's where I truly come in, because I can help. I'm offering an amazing visioning and manifestation mastermind that's beginning in November. And it is for the women that are ready to be like, you know what? Hell no. These breaths I've got going right now, they're going to count. The remaining breaths that I have in my life, they are going to mean something. The breaths that are being breathed through me right now are going towards my purpose, which are in alignment with my desires, my goals, and my dreams. Hell yeah. That's how I'm breathing. That's how I'm living. So if that sounds like you, check out my mastermind. I'm offering free 15-minute clarity calls where we are busting through blocks and we are creating shifts, and we're seeing if you're a match for the mastermind. Because it's a select small group that I'm taking on this journey to really make sure that we are visioning and putting ourselves in the right mental positions, right? The right mental positions so that we can be achieving the goals that we set for ourselves in 2018, because this year's not over. We've still got breaths to go. We've still got 2018 to go. And then also getting ourselves ready for 2019. Like, that's the truth. So, you know, we don't want to arrive January 1 with resolutions only. Come on now. We want to make sure that we've got the vision, the intention, the alignment, and those inspired actions to see us into the 2018, finish it out strong, and the 2019 that we want to have and that we see ourselves having. So if that makes sense to you, if you're wondering how you can make that shift, if you're wondering how to get in better alignment, if you're wondering how to make these breaths count, yes, make them count. Take me up on my free 15-minute clarity calls. I'd love to chat with you. I really am feeling called and connected to the souls that are really stepping into their greatest visions for themselves, for their families, for their lives. They don't want to waste their breath. They don't want to waste their breath. I don't want to waste my breath. I'm being honest. I don't want to waste my breath, right? So if this resonates with you, don't waste another breath. Make that decision to take the first step. Schedule a clarity call. Make 2018 the year that you want it to be, and get yourself ready for an amazing 2019. This has been your MindSoulful Monday. I'd love for you to like, love, share this out, tag it out, put comments in there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.